we are back.
With more core exercise to help those ninja abs.
Yeah, gotta get those gotta get a sweet 12 pack. It's twice as good.
There we go.
Did this strip give you one?
Was that what this whole shit was?
Oh my
Fucking
goodness.
hell.
No.
I hope not.
That can't be it. There must be something else. Maybe that's supposed to be like the last one if you collected everything else.
I think that's like the hardest one in the game. Well, if you guys want us to collect the hardest one, we just fucking did it.
That can't be it. That it can't be it. No, it can't be it. What the fuck?
I think we missed it at the very beginning.
Missed what?
Where we're supposed to get the...
Wait, there was still a section to your right.
What section?
Open the map. Isn't there still a section to your right we haven't explored?
Yeah, but it's in the 16-bit. I can't even get over there.
Don't you want to... It's at the very end of a path. Don't you want to check it out?
I could, but I don't think there's going to be anything there. I can try.
I have no idea. I mean, I guess if we came through here...
I was going to try and get underneath there and see if it was that.
Okay. If we did come back here as the 16-bit, and that's where it is, I'm sure we would have done it. So it's not a big deal. You know?
Yeah.
You gonna try for it?
I can see if there's try and get to the past thing, but I don't know if I can do it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if we've already been through here before already, I don't think it's gonna be anything.
All right.
Now that knowing that we hadn't come through here as 6-bit or 6-bit, as 8-bit, you know, where the fuck is this last key?
Oh, it's in there, but
let's spend money. Wait, we can spend money to get a hint.
Oh, yeah, but I have an idea where we can look. If we just go back to the ice place really quick, we can go to the room on the right that we didn't go through.
Okay.
As soon as we first teleported there was another room on the right, but we went the other path. So I think that's the path that leads to it. Because it's the only area we haven't fully explored is just the top area from what I could tell of the map.
Okay. I trust your opinion based off of...
Fucking stupid snow.
You playing the game. Wait, you said the snow area?
Yeah, because this takes us back up to the sky area.
What's the sky area, though? You said to the right in the snow area.
Yeah, we need to go back to the snow area to get to the sky area really quick, because there's no teleport for the sky place. Because it's still going to be in the sky area, because we got the amulet.
I thought you were talking about somewhere inside the snow that we hadn't been. I was like, okay.
No,
I don't know of any.
I wanted to get back up here, because look to the right. There's a little teleport. There's a room right there.
Yeah, that makes sense. What I was going to mention was I just read an article today, and it's probably going to be old news by the time this comes out.
Probably.
But Telltale Studios said that that's literally just a fucking coin thing or a gold thing.
Then where?
Let's go back and get a. Let's go back and get a hint.
There's another one up here, and I'm gonna check that out. And if not, I'll just die, or I'll just use the teleport in the next room, because that's the only other thing to check out.
Okay. Telltale says that they would. I didn't read the full article. I pretty much read the title, so don't take this with a grain of salt because I'm sure it's gone. More information has come out since we've said this. Telltale is saying that, if anyone's going to be hiring, you should hire our ex-employees.
Yeah, but not.
And it's like
severance.
What?
They didn't pay any of their employees severance after they fired them.
So?
They just told them they had 30 minutes to leave, and then all of a sudden they were just fired and let go.
So?
It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up.
That's normal ass fucking jobs. Yeah, did they have severance pay when they got hired?
Yes.
Did they?
Yeah, and they never received it.
Well, then that's illegal. Take them to court. I've never heard of anyone getting normal ass severance pay. Like, I get it, pay your employees, and I don't agree with the fact that they fired people. But it doesn't mean you just get free money because of it. I don't understand the whole situation, but I also don't agree with severance pay if you weren't entitled it. If they were, do it. Yeah, 100%. Fucking go for it. But at the same time, just be like, oh, they gave them no warning. Yeah, that's how getting fired works.
Yeah, but usually it's not an entire studio.
Yeah, so they have to owe money because they fired an entire studio?
I don't know. I think we have difference of opinion on this.
I'd like to talk about it then.
I would rather not because it's just going to put me in a bad or an angry mood.
So I'm not allowed to talk about anything you don't want to talk about?
I didn't say you're not allowed to talk about it, but I'm just saying it's not going to put me in a
curious about how it's supposed to work.
Well, I don't know all the facts right now, so I
don't either. That's why I wanted to ask your idea on like what the severance pay thing was.
All I know is the video game industry has been very fucked up with the way it deals with laying people off.
You're right, and they need to get better.
And typically, most companies give you some kind of like, oh, you're immediately fired. Cool, we'll give you some severance because there was no warning on your firing, and it wasn't like you were doing a bad job.
Yeah.
Just the company all of a sudden went under when it was a successful studio.
I get that, and that very much sucks. I don't understand the idea of severance pay though. Like, I get it, like, oh, we're sorry this is so abrupt, but that's literally what being fired is.
Well, with most of those jobs, like, it's not being fired, though. They would let everyone go, so typically...
I get it. I've done that. I've been in that position before. I didn't receive severance pay. I wasn't expecting severance pay, and I understand it's completely different economy, completely different job situation, and if they were told they would, then yes, fucking do it. But if they weren't, I don't understand the assumption that they should get it. I guess, like, I didn't know that was a thing. If that was the case, yes, definitely pay your fucking people. Like, it's in their contract, if that's the case. If it's not, that sounds like they're expecting something that was never promised to them.
Yeah,
and that just seems like it's...
just companies being shitbags.
Yeah, but... Yeah, don't do that. Don't be a shitbag. But is it being a shitbag because if they didn't promise them money, they're being shitbags because they didn't give them more money? That sounds kind of unfair to the company. I get it, like, oh, fuck corporations. Yeah, sure. Like, look out for the little guy.
I just don't have much sympathy for the way Telltale handled their shit. Telling their like employees.
So you're saying they owe money though?
Most companies, yeah, they will give some kind of severance for like that shit when it happens. The fact that like they let go everybody without giving people a forewarning.
Didn't they go bankrupt though?
They knew that it was coming and they gave no heads up to their employees and like, oh cool, you're fired. Within 30 minutes, they had to leave the office, all their shit behind. Some people had just signed up for a contract the day before.
Yeah, I heard somebody was like a weekend and moved out of state. Yes, that sucks. And I'm not trying to sound like, oh, fuck those people for that situation. Life goes on. No, absolutely not. But I also don't think that if it wasn't in the contract, it shouldn't be something that the company's held accountable for. If the company went bankrupt, which, I mean, did we ever figure out if they fully closed or kept on people? Like, I'm not entirely sure. They're still like a
shell company. They're like 25 people or something.
Okay, because I thought last I heard that they... You died on purpose?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought last I heard that they even canceled that. But I hadn't looked into it 100%.
I am not sure. I haven't really read up on it other than just...
I've never had a job that had severance. I've never had a job that even spoke about severance. And if, like, again, I'm going to say it again, so nobody takes it out of context. If it's in your contract, yes, do it. But as I understood it, they didn't have it in there. Now, I don't know. Is that there's also some states that don't do severance. Or don't even allow it? Something like that?
Something.
I've been fucking let go. I've had my entire crew of people let go.
Yeah.
Because they were like, oh, well, we just don't, it's not needed anymore. And everyone was let go that day at work. We showed up, worked a couple hours, and then they were like, okay, well, you know what? Time to go home. By the way, you don't have a job anymore. And like all of us were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shitty thing. I don't think we should have gotten severance.
I mean, it's
and it's vastly different from their situation. Yeah. I'm just saying from my own personal experiences, I don't understand how that's the case. If that's the norm and I just happen to not meet the norm,
it's the norm.
Then I'm ignorant to it and I didn't know. That's all.
So he doesn't get the tip. It must be.
Is severance a normal thing for
most jobs
that do that? Because I've never had that
because
situation.
Because they're under contract. If you're under contract, you have to pay your employees that set of money that you agreed to the contract, and people were under contract, and then they were fired.
Okay.
So they were not paid the money that they were supposed to get.
Okay.
And the company also knowing that we shouldn't be hiring new people.
That's just shitty. Yeah. That's just shitty company stuff. I'm just talking about severance. Yeah, I think everyone agrees that they could have done it better.
Is light. A little creature is paralyzed with fear. I don't really want to know about another creature.
I think you have to pay.
Do I have to get all?
I think you have to pay for a hand at the shopkeep.
That's what I have to fucking do. I have to get all of the creatures, and they probably unlock the last crystal.
Are you sure?
Well, because unless they're going to give me a green gem, I can go talk to this guy. Maybe he'll have a different hint.
Didn't one of them say you can pay a hint or something? No. I think the shopkeeper said pay for a hint, and then he'll tell you.
He did, but he didn't have any hints this time. I went to go talk to him, and...
Did you hit chat, or was there like a hint button?
Yeah, I'll look again. Now there's a hint. There wasn't one before.
I'm having trouble understanding the prophecy. Maybe I can help. What did the prophet say?
Where
the sun shines bright and the moon is light, a little
guy is in terror. So it's talking about one of the little friends.
When the sun shines bright and there is... Well, you might as well spend it because you don't have anything else to spend it on.
So
there is... I didn't know that those were necessary.
Reek.
Well, I do have a guide for finding them. Do you want to pay the 300 and get the
I'll just
hint?
keep on paying...
Because I don't even think you paid it unless you skipped through it.
No, I don't. I paid the 300. I'm just wondering if he's going to give me another hint. But
I thought you paid him to get the hint.
Yeah, well, this guy gives you the hint, and then you got to go pay for him to tell you where on the map it is. Okay, so now I just need to go to that, which is in the Bamboo Creek. So the prophet tells you the hints, but then the other guy will pay you to show you exactly where it is if you want to pay money. Oh. So it's like a two-step process.
Oh, okay. I was understanding you just pay him and then he gives you the hint.
But yeah, the biggest reason that people were pissed off about the no severance was the fact that almost all those people were on contract. So the fact that they were just fired, it's a different situation than if you were an employee of...
Well, know this. California isn't where we are. California is an at-will employer.
Yeah.
So you can be fired at any time.
Right.
So I am speaking from a point of, as far as I know, and as far as I've ever heard in California, there's no such thing as severance. You can be fired at any point in time. Fucking deal with it. Life's hard. Whatever. I'm not saying that's the case for them, and I'm definitely not agreeing with that fucking attitude.
I guess the forlorn
I'm just saying, like, to demand it seems wrong. But if it is in their contract and they did have contracts, follow the fucking contract, Telltale.
That was my understanding of the situation. I guess.
Do what's right for the people that you signed a fucking contract on. You can't back out of it. And if you can, then there's probably like some kind of clause or a back out clause or something like that.
Put me there.
Are we searching for Phobekins or no?
I think we're searching for... I think that's the only thing left to do is
I have a guide for the Phobekins.
Yeah, so there's one here in...
Yeah, I do have a guide for
the only area we haven't really been to is the Forlorn Temple. I can try.
Turned fiend left an important item. What was the hint? Something about moon and sun and...
Maybe it's either the Phobekins or the Forlorn Temple.
He's in Bamboo Creek.
Yeah, no, I have it on my map. I just gotta figure out the best way to get to him.
Okay.
Because you can't teleport to the Bamboo Creek. It's one of the middle areas.
It says right here, first off, you want to come here.
Yeah.
Bamboo Creek.
Yeah, it's littered on my map. But I noticed that we've never been to the Forlorn Temple, so I'm wondering if that's where we want to go for the next thing. Because the Phobekins might just be an extra thing.
Yeah, I don't know, because not everyone... Some people have some of the keys and notes, some people don't. You know what? I'm going to look up on a second window, that old one. What was it, Neo Seeker? Mm-hmm. Neo Seeker, the messenger. Neo Seeker ghouls allowed snap spectacles to shoot underwater scenes. That is absolutely not what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
how the fuck do we ever find anything about the messenger?
Gotta treat it like an old school game, I guess.
Well, it's like, how did I find it before? You know?
Yeah. Luck.
Here's some reviews. Shit, man. No, I'm not finding it. I typed in CO Seeker. I don't know why.
Seeker? That must have slipped then.
NEO. Oh, you know what? It might have auto-corrected.
Yeah, I could have done that too, yeah.
Yep, because it's right fucking here. It must have auto-corrected.
Okay.
The key of hope, the key of strength, the key of love, the key of chaos, the key of symbiosis, and the key of courage. The key of courage underneath it says find the Phobekins, go to the Forlorn Temple. But it's not a written thing. It just has it as bullet points.
Okay, so we gotta find all of them.
So I guess we gotta find all the Phobekins. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's go find the... What's his name?
Phobekins?
I'm trying to figure out which Phobekin it is, but yeah.
This one will be the one that's in the Bamboo Creek.
Yep.
And looks like I can get their way this way through the catacombs, so I'll just go this way then.
Claustro, that's his name.
How many are there in total? Because
I think there's only 4.
This might be the last.
It's probably the
one,
last
then.
one. I'm scrolling down. It looks like there's only 4.
Okay.
And we've met Necro, Acro.
And the first one was already there, so this
Well, that was
has
Necro.
Yeah.
So we have Necro, Acro, Claustro, and we didn't collect Claustro. There was another one. Pyro? Was he in the fucking
Yes,
demon state?
he was the one that was in the demon place.
Okay. So, sorry, didn't know that was part of the note things.
No, it's
also,
fine.
there's no guides on it.
No, I mean, I wouldn't have known where this guy is until I got that last hint. But if this is the last thing, that's good.
It's kind of lame they hit the final of the Phobkins.
It's not too hard. It's only 4.
Well, it's not hard, but it's kind of like, when is that depicted? You know? That kind of feels like a completionist thing.
Yeah, but nothing's really depicted in this.
Wow.
Most of it's just like, hey, figure it out. Especially when you try and look up a guide and there's nothing anywhere because it picked a name that's also the name of a lot
Facebook
of
Messenger and every
Facebook
other
Messenger and
messengers.
every messaging app has probably Messenger in it.
Yeah. Or when you're looking up the amulet, it's like Final Fantasy also did this. There's a Final Fantasy Messenger amulet, blah, 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 blah.
Okay, up and down.
Yeah, I think it's just because it's more indie than anything.
Yeah, that's the biggest part of it too, because it probably sold okay, but it's not Flint Hook levels or even close to probably Hollow Knight levels in terms of popularity.
Oh, God, no. God, no. I'm curious to see how many reviews it has on Steam. How much would you think?
This game,
Yeah.
I'd probably go with maybe 50 or 60.
That's it?
I mean, are you talking about user reviews or are you talking about critic reviews?
No, just total reviews for the game on Steam. Like, you know, not even like positive, negative, blah, blah, blah. Just, you know, like how many fucking reviews? Because usually when I see a game that's been out like a week, it's like, oh, 100 reviews or, you know, unless it completely bombed.
I'd say probably like 200, 250 maybe in that range.
That's about right.
I'd say that's a good
Yeah.
amount.
To like maybe 800, I'd say.
Like everyone can write a review for games on Steam, but not everyone.
Well, exactly. But I mean, like, it kind of depicts the popularity.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a direct guide. It's more of a correlation.
Yeah, because usually people, when they write a review, it's not a review. It's like, oh, this game's great. You should check it out.
Well, that's kind of a review. It's not like a games
It's not-
magazine review.
Okay, not an in-depth review. Some people do go very in-depth with their reviews on
I've seen
Steam.
those. They're crazy. Let me look and see. On mobile, it just says very positive and doesn't give a number.
That's helpful. Okay.
Maybe I can click it. Let me see. 533. So we're right in the middle.
Oh, nice.
I said like 800, and you
I
said
hope it did well
250.
because I really like this game. I would like to see it do well. It's not got as much depth as Hollow Knight, but most games do not have that.
I mean, it's no Hollow Knight. It's a Devolver game, so yeah.
Oh,
Devolver seems like they put their eggs all over the place.
to be fair though, there's something to be said about a game being too long and being annoying for that case. So many games do too much padding, as you would say. I
Yeah.
feel like this game hasn't had any padding so far, which is
It
nice.
hasn't. That is something that's been said recently about. Oh boy, I'm not gonna remember what magazine said it, but I just read it the other day. They said that the new Assassin's Creed game.
Oh, those games are just chock full of padding.
I know, but the article I'm talking about
Yeah, go
said Assassin's Creed, whatever the fuck it's called, really opens up after the 15th hour.
Yeah.
And people are like, is this a fucking joke title? Like a joke article? Like, what do you mean it opens up after the 15th hour? Like it doesn't get good until the 15th hour? Are you fucking kidding me?
That shit does get
Cut the first 15 out then. Cut the first 12 out.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, what the fuck? If it's not a fun thing until the 15th hour, oh, but it's an 80-hour game. Fuck it, make it a 60-hour game and cut those first fucking 20 hours out
Like
then.
it opens up after this. It's like, well, have it open up sooner then. I think Breath of the Wild does that really well. Hey, you want the game to open up? Here you go. 5 minutes into the game, the entire world opens up. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You want to go fight Ganon right away? Go ahead, go do it.
Well, I mean, I think they meant less like open up, like you're gated. And I think
okay.
they meant more like the game gets interesting. Like, you don't really feel like you're engaged. Like Hollow Knight. People were complaining about Hollow Knight a little bit because they were like, oh, it's kind of slow for the first hour as they kind of like show you the town, show you NPCs, you start getting the idea of the game. If you're
Well, the
going
game is
completely
also
blind-
very frustrating at the beginning. It is not very forgiving in a lot of ways. It's like, hey, I want to go fight this boss. Oh, you're dead. You want to fight this boss? Oh, you're dead too. Hey, wait, how do I upgrade my nail? Oh, you don't know about that because no one's told you anything about that yet.
Yeah.
Like, the game Hollow Knight's great, but it also does a lot of things where it's like, this is just frustrating to be frustrating.
I think it's not frustrating to be frustrating. I think they're showing you that the game is going to be difficult and not always hold your hand. But I also don't remember it being like that crazy.
I know I almost dropped
beginning.
the game when I started playing it for the first time, just because I kept running all these bosses like, cool, here's all this shit. It's like, if I didn't know that you could upgrade your nail, I would have been like, yeah, okay, I'm done. I keep dying to every single boss. This is fucking not fun. I'm gonna go do something else. But I knew that you got more charms and stuff later.
Yeah.
So I pushed past it, and then it got fun after that. But then there's certain things like, oh, you want to beat the Radiance? Yeah, well, you have to beat the first form multiple times just to go fight the actual boss. And there's no way to really practice until they added the God mode. I think this is
all new.
This is how we get to that area. Okay.
Yeah.
That being said, Hollow Knight's still a really masterfully done game, but there's just certain elements of it that bother me personally. It's one reason why I like
I don't
things
know if
like,
I agree with them, but
that's fine. You don't have to. I mean, you enjoy that game, I think, more than I do.
yeah.
I love the art in that game. I think the art's phenomenal.
You typically, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe give me some evidence, because I'm speaking strictly about you here, and you know you better than I do. I think you drop games more often than not.
I wouldn't say that. I pretty much play every game I start to completion, even unless it's horrible.
Well,
there's only been about.
You said you would have dropped Hollow Knight if you didn't know about charms.
Yeah.
So you're saying it's horrible?
I'm not saying it's horrible, but the beginning of that game feels horrible. It doesn't feel fun.
I had none of that experience when I started.
You enjoyed it a lot more, but you also enjoyed certain games that I don't really like at all. Like, I don't like Dark Souls at all. You played through all
I wasn't going to play Dark Souls until DOS bought it for us, and then I was like, all right, well, we'll give it a try. I'm not guaranteeing you anything. You buying us the game didn't buy us off. Like, I'm going to give it an effort, yeah. But you're right. Okay. Yeah. I like where this is going. I like hearing what your opinion is on it. That's interesting.
I'll pretty much play, like, I'll slug through a game if someone tells me, like, okay, it does get better. Tales of Abyss was like that. The beginning half
Which
of that.
Which one was Tales of the Abyss?
Tales of the Abyss is one of the Tales. It's in the Tales of Symphonia series.
Okay,
it's like Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
They don't actually follow. There's some direct sequels, but the most part they're all just in a series. They're basically the equivalent of Final Fantasy.
The Tales games, yeah.
Yeah, they're the Tales games.
Yeah.
But the beginning of that game, that protagonist is fucking asshole-ish. You just don't like him. Think Bakugo, but even worse.
I like Bakugo.
And I like Bakugo. But the main character is just complete asshole garbage.
Think this person you like, but all the bad things.
But yeah, all the bad traits about him. But my brother told me.
I don't know what's. I mean, I really like Bakugo because he's like potential spoilers
So Bakugo's not a
for
good
Boku no
example,
Hero
I guess.
Academia or My Hero Academia.
He's probably my favorite character in that show.
He's very good because I like his ambition.
Yeah, I like his just arc overall. He feels. I love the fact that also in that show they subvert a lot of the tropes that shonens find themselves in.
Yeah. So, what was it about in Tales of
the Abyss?
Tales of the Abyss
that
that you
game is-
didn't like about the main character? He
So
was
the
like
main
Bakugo,
character,
but like all
he's
negative.
very whiny and very irredeemable to the point like I fucking hate this main character. My brother said, "Don't worry, get past like the first 10 hours of the game, which is an RPG." And you might say, well, but the other characters are good. So like all the characters around him are very interesting, and the plot seems to be going somewhere. But it's just unfortunate because like, man, this main character is trash. When is he ever gonna become someone? But it's actually really great because it all builds toward his arc of redemption. So it's his whole, he sees the light kind of deal, and his entire character changes, realizing all the past mistakes he's done.
Okay.
And so it's like a whole game about
So they do it on purpose.
They do it on purpose. It's completely to the benefit, because then the character becomes one of your favorite characters by the end of the game.
Okay.
And I thought it's the same way with. That's why I thought
I
of
do
Bakugo.
remember this now. Yeah.
Because like he kind of starts off, you may not like him, and I was.
Well, he's just
My Mother's Basement
He's
made
just
a
an
good
antagonist.
video about it just recently, where he talks about kind of the redemption, how he hated Bakugo because he dealt with bullies most of his life, and how he didn't like that character versus now he's one of his favorite characters because of the way he's been written so well. And like how his character arc almost mirrors that of Midoriya, and in a way, his arc helps benefit Midoriya's arc, and they kind of just propel their characters.
Well, they're two sides of the coin.
Exactly.
Much like Naruto and
Sasuke. Sasuke. And kind of like Goku and Vegeta. It's that very much.
Well, it's exactly, that's the case. It's the one person says one way. The Sora, what's his?
Riku.
Riku, yeah. Except they don't do it as edgy, because Bakugo actually negates that or neglects it essentially.
He has more character than Riku, unfortunately. I like Kingdom Hearts, but I will not be the first to say it's a great story. It's like
the story's great.
It's a fun,
it's infallible,
stupid story, but it's a stupid story.
It's a really fucking dumb story.
I love it. That's the only reason I love it. It's like it's so stupid, but I do like the character designs and how ridiculous they can be. I think there's some fun concepts in it, but it gets way too up into its own trying to be philosophical. Yeah, it tries to be philosophical, but it crams too many ideas
up its ass.
Yes. To the point where it's like, man, these games are a lot of fun to play, but my God, you guys need to tone a little bit of it down because
you're up your ass.
Yeah, you're way too far up your own ass to do
How about let's stop here? This is a long episode. You were on a roll, so I didn't want to stop you.
Yeah.
Let's stop here, and we'll see you guys next time. Beep bop boop.
I'm trying to even think what time it is.
Ass.
Oh yeah, it's almost time for me to leave. I was gonna say, let's do another. I was like,
ass.
Oh, shit. Well, I gotta get going soon.
Well, do we have one more, or do we have?
We have one more, I think.
Let's make it a short one.
Yeah, I'll have to do a text, and then we can get one more.
We'll make it a short one. We'll start immediately. We won't even leave the room.
Cool.
Ass.
Yeah, it is very asshole-ish.